Yes.
Oh, you're almost got it. Back up and start at the beginning.
Go back just one. That's our
Okay.
punchline.
Hi, we are group number 1, and this is our pitch presentation for the 4-way Amazing Race. My name is DeJanae, and our group members include Patrick Sarajewski,
Hi.
Brian Goodwin, Janyea Pearson, and Josh Firestone.
Hi.
We are going to try to sell you our idea because we think our idea should be a part of the 4-way Amazing Race. Next slide.
For our guidelines and specialties, I'd like to tell you why I think our race is the best and why you should choose it. This is because the race can be done at any time by anybody. You don't need specific help. You don't need like rules. Oh, you do need rules, but you don't need to have anything set up. It can be done anytime, and it doesn't even need to be a race. Although you do need to bring some stuff, like you do need to bring a lunch. You do need to bring some money for buying some food, and you do. If you don't have the bike, you can rent one from our professional contact at Fort Wayne Home Depot. No, Fort Wayne Outfitters.
For the transportation, contestants will be getting around to each different task on bikes. Bikes will be provided by the Fort Wayne Outfitters Depot. The race is 5 miles long. If you have a infant or maybe a person with disabilities, you're able to have a tandem, which is one of those bikes that have 2 people, or a vehicle.
This is our map. It shows all our locations of where we're going, of course. It does kind of make like a G, just kind of end up like that. It does go out of the map right about here, but that is where the Fort Wayne Air Force Base is, and it leads right into Fox Island.
So for our first location, we decided Headwaters Park because we kind of had to do it. But this is because of its beautiful splash pad, its rich history, and all of the grass is beautiful. It leads right into our roadblock, which is having a picnic. Because the food that you bring, you're going to have a picnic, eat it all. You can either do it fast if you're not in a race, just have fun, good nutrition to start off your day.
The reason why we as a group picked the old historic fort is because of its history, Fort Wayne. And a roadblock is each team must make a 1x1 dimension model of a fort with anything they can find in nature.
For the courthouse, we chose this one also because of its rich history. Fort Wayne has a bunch of rich historic places. It was built more than 100 years ago. Its flower bed is beautiful, and the architecture is unique because of its pillars and its old features. The flower bed leads into our mental task, which is having to find a specific flower called a white petunia, take a picture of it before you go on to your next task. Or you could go into your physical task, which is climbing up or power walking up 3 of the flights of stairs in the courthouse and back down before you can go to your next location.
We chose the Embassy Theater for our next location because it has a very big entertainment part in Fort Wayne. It also would we would also like to teach the racers about our culture and the Embassy's rich history. For our physical task, a team member would have to run up and down the aisles of the Embassy, which is all of them. And then for the mental task, a team member would have to recite one scene from A Midsummer Night's Dream, which is a play by William Shakespeare.
So next one is Parkview Field. Parkview Field is rich in history. When it was just a wee little couple of bases, it had its first game in 1872. Physical task here would be to hit 3 baseballs into the home run area off of a tee, which would be very difficult. We took that into consideration. So we found an equally difficult task for a mental task, which is finding 3 specific seats throughout the stadium and sitting in them with several team members.
We chose Frankie Park for our next location because it is a very big historical part of Fort Wayne. Frankie Park has a lot of trails and many different types and species of trees that would help the contestants test their sense of direction. For a physical task, our team members will have to climb up a specific tree that will be marked with holding the directions for the next task. And for a mental task, a team member will have to run through a trail that will wound through the forest and will end taking them back to the district. The Fort Wayne Children's Zoo is a very big economical part of Fort Wayne. It is always good for children and people of all ages, and it teaches people about animals in their natural and endangered habitats. For a physical task, a team member will have to feed lions, tigers, and jaguars with the help of an instructor. And for a mental task, it has to be equally bad. We will have a team member clean any exhibit in the zoo of their choice with the help of a professional as well.
We chose the Glenbrook Wall because it's a lot of space and it'll be great for like contestants to run around and different tasks. A physical task would be members will have to go to any 3 stores of their choice and buy something small. And a mental task would be they have to go to the food court, either eat a bowl from Panda Express or 2 tacos from Taco Bell or have dinner at TGI Fridays. We chose the Coliseum because like they make a lot of money and they have like fun stuff to go see, like basketball games, things for little kids like Disney on Ice. And for a physical task, team members will have to find a basketball sitting in one of the chairs in the aisle. They have a lot of aisles. They have to find the basketball. For a mental task, team members will have to play a game of basketball with some strangers and go up to the team.
Strangers will be invited.
We chose Big Miller Park because it has a basketball court, tennis court, and the center that they have bleachers where contestants will run around and things. For a physical task, team members will have to play a game of tennis and go up to 15 points. And for a mental task, contestants will have to hurry and change to swimwear and play a game of water volleyball.
Fort Wayne Air Force Base, my personal favorite. It is home to the 122nd Fighter Wing. And for the roadblock there, they will have to fold the flag and tie the flagpole in the correct way and order. That's my piece.
The reason why we as a group picked Fox Island is because it's a state nature preserve park and protecting the animals, plants, and geographical features there. The physical task is each team has to have at least one person swim across the lake, swim from one side of the lake to the other to where the finish line is, and then the mental task is each team member has to find 3 plants of any type and then take 3 pictures of 3 animals.
In conclusion, we believe that our Amazing Race is the best race out of all the other races that were presented before you. We believe this because we have made the race the most entertaining and the most interesting to the contestants, and we have tried our best to make it more enjoyable to the people around rowing. So we hope that you and your fellow colleagues will consider making our race the Fort Wayne Amazing Race. Thank you.
Thank you.
Any questions before we go?
Well, no, we do.
Okay.
You as a group have an assortment